Tailgate Tech Nation, I'm back.
Dave's back.
Good to be back with you guys. Thanks for having me back, Justin.
I'm sure they're happy you're back too.
For not leaving me on the street. It's been interesting listening to you talk to yourself the last several weeks.
Yeah. I mean, well, I do that anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Now you're just recording and everyone watches you talk to yourself.
So tell me, what's it like? What's new? Something big's new.
Yeah, I'm a dad now. So yeah, I had a little girl. So I'm in the midst of diapers and poop and no sleep.
I mean, the good thing is you're already used to wiping up a lot of shit.
Exactly.
Anyway, so.
Every job I've had in my life has been a shitty job.
I wasn't. Like, I became a dad like at 20, 21.
Oh, wow.
And so I was kind of a bitch when poop and everything else. It's weird that I became a nurse. But like, I remember wiping, I'm like, like I just couldn't do it.
Now you get paid to do it.
Now I get paid to do it. So it's whatever.
Better.
I can enjoy a good meal right after wiping some ass. So it's fine.
Exactly. Not too bad, but glad to be back. Excited about this game coming up here on Sunday.
Big game, I heard. Big game.
So yeah, one of the bigger games that I've heard.
So
Pro Bowl, right? I'm just kidding.
Pro Bowl. One thing. So we make ourselves kind of like a list that we try to follow. We run down. We didn't write this down, but just before coming on air, I wanted to go over with you, dude. Bill Belichick's not a Hall of Famer.
I know, man. What a disaster. What a bad look for the league.
Good Lord.
And Robert Kraft too. Not a Hall of Fame owner. Like that's wild to me.
You know, I respect Tom Brady coming out and saying the good things because their history has kind of been like dodgy at times. But like, you know, he came out, took the class act. Like, what are we doing?
No, it's such a like. There's a lot of people out there that can be really dramatic about snubs. I'll be honest with you, like Terrell Owens. Okay, I get it, but also like this makes the Terrell Owens quote unquote snub look so small. When you talk about the guy that has the most Super Bowl wins, the most playoff wins ever, and the second most wins ever, and he's not a first round Hall of Famer. The problem is it really diminishes like the legitimacy of the Hall. Like it's embarrassing because, and really what it comes down to is I think the voters have some kind of vendetta against Bill Belichick. And like, you know, just as well as I do, like during Bill Belichick's time as head coach, he wasn't one of these like guys that everyone was necessarily liked, or he wasn't like a charismatic guy. He kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But you know what? All the dude did was win.
Yes. And I understand he had Tom Brady. And look, if he didn't have Tom Brady, would he be quite as... No, of course not. But look, Dan Marino was a damn good quarterback. And how many Super Bowls did he win?
Yeah,
like, I mean, like you need the coach too. So, yeah, I was like, what?
It's terrible, man. I mean, honestly, I kind of thought it was funny. Whenever I would watch Bill Belichick interviews, that was hilarious. The way that he just kind of interacted with the media, I loved it. But a lot of people
did not show any emotion at all. It was just like,
and his answers was just hilarious. Like they were just so dry and cut to the point. And he's just like, he's the classic like angry grandpa, NFL angry grandpa. But I think there's probably a lot of like people that he probably rubbed the wrong way that just didn't want to vote for him just to kind of like get back at him. You know, it's a shame.
So we gotta, we're gonna talk about the game and everything else. Before we get to anything else about that game, the promotional image that they first put out at the beginning of the year for the Super Bowl, right?
Oh no!
Have you seen this?
I've seen something like this before.
So I'm not talking about the colors.
Okay.
All right. You know how they put all that. This is a zoom out.
Yeah.
It doesn't show the stadium and everything there. It's the best picture I could find. But like it shows all the players. Now this is not docked after the fact. Look who the two quarterbacks are closest to.
When did this come out?
This came out before the season started.
Oh, that's creepy.
That is creepy.
Okay, NFL script confirmed.
Like, I saw that and I was like, whoa.
Does it hurt you that Barkley's the farthest away?
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Hey, Love was pretty close.
He was pretty close.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, good Lord, it's making the waves on the internet. That's
a little weird.
I still don't think the NFL is scripted, but holy shit, that is pretty like... Sam
Also,
Darnold in May?
look, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen are all at the back too. Like a lot of people would consider those the top 4 in the league, and they're all at the back too. It's like that's creepy.
Yeah, dude.
That's creepy, man. I don't know about that.
I was just like,
There's things like that come up with the NFL, and it's like, ooh, you guys need to be careful, man.
all right, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Let's
This is closest to you.
maybe let's talk just a little about coaches. I know you covered it a little bit. Lots of changes this year. I mean, 10 different head coaches switching jobs. I guess a few highlights for me, ones that I like. I really like the Clint Kubiak to the Raiders. I think that makes a lot of sense, especially since they have the number 1 pick. Probably going to take Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall. Really good way to kind of get a young QB in a system in a place that's really struggling. So I also really think under the radar is the Robert Saleh, Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll, like, love him, hate him. Of course, he kind of had ups and downs in New York, but really did a great job with Josh Allen in Buffalo before. He really took Josh Allen from being kind of this crazy, like, Brett Favre gunslinger that throws 4 interceptions a game. He has some great plays and some super bad plays, but he really turned Josh Allen's game into more of like I can play quarterback in the NFL. I'm not going to make these dumb mistakes, but I'm going to do the little things right, but I'm also still going to have these really spectacular plays too. And so I think that's a really good thing for Cam Ward and the Tennessee team that honestly was probably one of the worst teams I've seen in a few leagues, just terrible in a few years. I meant to say. So I think that's a good one.
The Ravens firing John Harbaugh, going down to or up to New York.
I like that one for sure.
I don't know. Like I know he got into the league kind of being a special teams coordinator with Philly actually, but he's more of a defensive coach. Now you got a lot of juice on that defense. You figure with like Cam Scatterbo and Dart, they'd want like an offensive mind in there. But he's a hell of a coach. He's going to do great. Another coach firing that was pretty crazy was Sean McDermott.
Yeah, man.
Did he go anywhere?
No, he doesn't.
You figure a team that needs like a
anywhere.
defensive mind would hire him.
I'm honestly, that was such a bad call. It was such a, if anything, I think with what the Bills had this year,
how does the general manager keep his job? That's what I'm saying.
And he gets promoted. He's the president of football now in Buffalo. Like if anybody should have gotten fired in that building, it should have been the GM, because GM's job, your job is to bring in talent to coach. Sure, the coaches, they have input into the players, but ultimately when you're the GM, you scout the players, you go get the players. And so if the team doesn't have the talent it needs, which has been the issue in Buffalo for years, that's the GM's fault. And I honestly think with what they had, the Bills, they really made a good run. I mean, you just saw.
I was just gonna sit there and be like, I guess Josh Allen needs a super team, huh? I was just
like, you saw it at the end of the year. It's like
team.
If Josh Allen doesn't throw for 5 touchdowns, they don't win.
Yeah,
it
was always dependent on whether he did good or bad.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes when you're Superman, like you're gonna turn into Clark Kent, like like 4 interceptions or something like that. Like it's gonna happen because it's all on him. Like what do you? I don't know. That's not a great way. Now Cook was really good. Like he was.
Yes,
like he's entering that like Jahmyr Gibbs territory with me. Like them two scare the crap out of me.
He's their best skills player by a long margin. I mean, gosh. And then I don't know if you heard about this
real
stuff.
quick, catch or no catch?
Catch. Well, okay, and here's why. So if you watch the next game that same day, it was I believe it was Rams Bears. There was an almost identical catch, Devontae Adams, in that game, where he catches the ball, he goes down, knee down, rolls, the ball comes out. And they called it a catch in Devontae Adams the same day, later in that day.
My thing was like, in my mind, okay, two things can be true at the same time. In my head, make that a catch. For fuck's sake, it was a catch. Like in my head, you know what I mean? But if you're going by like the rules and what they're trying to do, because he caught it as he's going down the ground and he didn't make a football move. It's not about, like it being a fumble or this or that. Like he has to survive the ground at that point.
Yeah, it's just.
But I agree with you in the sense of like we've gotten to the point like it wouldn't be the playoffs without like the NFL not knowing what a catch is. It's constant.
And just what sucks is that like it's such a big moment in the game, and like for them to like have that much. Well, and here's my other issue with it is the fact that they didn't like at least take a pause and say, hey, let's look at this and make sure we got it right.
Yes,
that was one of the other issues.
Like why not? Like And I'm really happy McDermott actually came out there and said what he said, because I feel like, players and coaches especially are so scared of being fined.
Yeah.
Like, don't you dare say anything bad about the NFL. Don't you dare disrespect the Shield in any type of way. Like, dude, he got fired.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, so, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that played any part in it?
I don't think so. Although you wonder, like, you know, they make it the AFC Championship. Does he keep his job? You know, but at the end of the day, I mean, if I was Sean McDermott, I think he really did a great job in Buffalo. Like, I think a lot of teams would love
he should
to have
at
him
least
as a
land,
coach.
if not as a head coach, like a defensive coordinator or something somewhere. Like, he's not done.
Maybe he's one of those dudes that takes a year off and, you know, thinks
comes
about
back,
it.
becomes a hot candidate again.
Exactly. Kind of like McCarthy, and which, speaking of McCarthy, I don't love that hire, but I don't know. He's just, I know about him because he was in Green Bay, and it's just, he ran the most simple, like, you want to talk about like kind of the Eagles problems this last year, and it's the same crap with McCarthy. He ran the most simple West Coast offense in Green Bay, but the reason he got away with it is because he had prime Aaron Rodgers throwing lasers everywhere. And it's just like, is he really going to do that in Pittsburgh? You know,
Do you think Aaron Rodgers comes back?
Well, that's the other thing. That's just so odd.
I knew I would get something after
That's
for a
the
Packer
so odd
fan.
because the way it ended with McCarthy and Rodgers was so ugly. Like when McCarthy left, and then like when you got fired, I guess I should say, hired LaFleur. Just at the end of that, all of Rodgers' passive aggressive comments, all of the crap that he likes to give the media like these kind of like ambiguous quotes.
Real
And
quick,
then
the Steelers hired McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just for the people that are.
Yes. and then the media takes it and runs with it, and that's what he's trying to do. Is he's trying to create a little narrative. But if you ever asked him, he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean that at all." But of course, he gives them a little like tidbit, and then they take it and run with it.
I noticed. I'm not even a Packers fan and had to deal with it for years. But like I know he kind of has. Maybe not as sensitive. Oh yeah, he's sensitive, but kind of like almost like a Don McNabb in him. Don McNabb was always very sensitive. He was not the quarterback to be in Philly. He was just too sensitive. Aaron Rodgers has to be in the limelight. Has to feel like he doesn't want to call himself the greatest. He wants other people to call him the greatest or something. I don't know.
But I don't know. I'm surprised. I mean, McCarthy came out and said, "Oh, I'd love to have Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback," but of course he has to say that.
He has to say that.
But who wants to start their dynasty with a 43-year-old quarterback?
But do you think that helped Aaron Rodgers or hurt Aaron Rodgers' chances of coming back? Like, what's Aaron Rodgers' view of Mike McCarthy?
I mean, I think personally, I think it hurts his chances.
That's what I thought. I felt like maybe they're not enemies or anything, but like I don't know if he's like, yay.
But do you think? Yeah, and that's the thing is like when things start going south in Pittsburgh after they go 0-3 the first 3 weeks, like who's going to start pointing fingers?
Yeah.
You know, like that could easily happen. I mean, Pittsburgh's got a decent roster, but it's old. They're an older team. They're kind of almost in that same position as the Commanders right now. They're old. Like the guys that they paid all this money to, like TJ Watt, are just not the same dudes. Like TJ Watt's still good, but is he Myles Garrett? Is he Micah Parsons? No. But he's getting paid like him.
So I wanted to ask you, the Eagles finally got their offensive coordinator, and they hired also the Buccaneers offensive coordinator from last year as their passing game coordinator. I don't know what to think about that because like the first 5 games, we all had Baker Mayfield as the MVP, but then it went south really quickly.
Yeah. Well,
although they do know how to get their best playmaker, Mike Evans, the ball. So there's at least that.
I think you also have to consider all the injuries too. That
That's true.
Buccaneers team, they got smashed. Like they had Evans went out, and then Godwin was out pretty much almost the whole year. Like Buka got hurt at one point. I think Tristan Wirfs, I think he was hurt for quite a bit of the year. So it's like, I think that's part of it too. But
so
I would be, I mean, anything except for what's his name? Patullo, man.
So Sean Mannion, obviously he was the quarterback's coach for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, I think he had, maybe it doesn't look like it in numbers. I think he had his best year.
I think,
but who you really could see is Malik Willis. He looked really good when he came in.
Where do you think he's going to land?
Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do as an Eagles fan. Hear me out. This is like buying a second round pick. It's beautiful. Unless Malik Willis gets a starter job on some low team, then you're out of the mix. He's not going to want to be a backup. But if somehow, some way he doesn't land that, you trade McKee. This is his last year. Otherwise, he's going to walk for free. Trade him you can probably get a second round pick. He's looked good. He didn't look great in the Commanders game, but he's looked good everywhere else he's played. You could probably get a second round pick for a decent quarterback. So? Yeah. For a really good backup quarterback. And then you sign Malik Willis. You still have a good backup quarterback, and you basically got
He might take Hurts' job. I mean, he's that
I don't
good.
care.
You know what I mean?
I want the best quarterback to play. I don't care. I'm not like, and people at work are still giving me hell. I tell everybody, I'm like, Hurts, you realize is not even my top 7 favorite Eagle. Like current Eagle.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
Yeah. Don't blame me for that.
But shut up. But so Sean McManion, he's been in the league 2 fucking years, an offensive assistant and a quarterback's coach. A lot of people are saying like, he's really good. This is a really good hire, blah, blah, blah.
So.
I'm like, apparently he's really liked and he's a really bright mind. My thing is you have this Ferrari with all these, I mean, you've called it a super team for all year. You have this Ferrari and you had a guy in it that never called plays before. You say, here's the keys, and he couldn't call plays. Now I figured they would give it to a person who's called plays, who has a history of it. And instead they give it to another person who's never called plays.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like a mixed bag.
I think there's a couple of 3 things. I think he did a really great job coaching up Jordan Love, and I think probably they want him to coach up Hurts. That's probably part of it. The other part too is you got to think about who he's been surrounded with. Like having Matt LaFleur as a play caller and learning from him, that's a really big bonus.
Didn't he learn from like Shanahan and McVay as well?
That's where LaFleur comes from. He's a Shanahan-ite. Like that whole like, so McVay, Kyle Shanahan, of course, Matt LaFleur, and then Mike McDaniels. All 4 of those dudes are Shanahan tree guys. So like he's a part of that tree too, because he's coming from the LaFleur part of that Shanahan tree. And so
my thing is like, you got to tell Nick Sirianni, butt the fuck out. Like, do not, like, that is, you know how I'm a big fan, Joe, that's his defense. This is going to be Sean like, you back out. Like, you just be the CEO, coach the team. You leave that alone. Because I feel like we've ran the same offense for 5 years. Kellen Moore came in, did a little bit of wrinkles and stuff like that. But I feel like it's been Nick Sirianni's offense the past 5 years. From what I've seen, even with Shane Steichen, I know we love Shane Steichen, but from what I've seen, it's been the same offense for like 5 years. Like, we need to evolve into a pro style offense. And I mean, this comes in with Jalen Hurts. Whose fault was it? Was it Nick Sirianni because it's his same freaking offense and he won't let go of it? Is it Jalen Hurts because he can't handle anything else? Which my argument to that would be like, I get what people are trying to say. My thing is like, it wouldn't be harder on the quarterback? It'd be easier because you're giving him outlets to go. People aren't covered from predictable schemes. So I always argued like,
I think what's been coming out of Philly though is that he can't process fast enough to keep up with that kind of play.
Perhaps. So is it that, or is it Kevin Patullo seriously just terrible? It's one of those 3 or 2 of the 3 or all 3. I don't really care, but the problem lies in there. So my thing is like, you know, I just hope that, you know, he comes in, Sirianni backs out, and then Jalen Hurts is like, look, sure, we have to, you know, develop a scheme that fits our quarterback skill set and needs. You'd be stupid if you don't. But you're going to have to try. You're going to have to try. You're going to have to really, like, we're going to coach you up. Yeah. You know, like, we're not going to be like, well, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like this. Like, no, you're going to do this. We will incorporate some of this stuff because it's your skill set. Sure. Yeah. But that's kind of what I hope. And if it fails, it fails. I think this is a huge year. Probably for Nick Sirianni, but I think definitely Jalen Hurts. Yeah. I think it's a huge year for Jalen Hurts because, and honestly, I wouldn't even completely throw out the idea that the Eagles draft a quarterback. Yeah. I wouldn't completely throw it out this year.
It's not a good QB year, but maybe a late rounder. You never know. There's always guys.
All right. Who else?
So I do like the Ravens hire Jesse Minter from the Chargers. I think they needed a change of pace. And as much as I like Harbaugh, I think they need a guy that gets the Ravens back to Raven football, and that's playing good defense. Yeah. And I think the thing about it too is like they have a lot of weapons on offense, and I think the offense is going to be okay. I think that they're going to hold their own.
Yeah, they got playmakers and everything else. Look, Lamar Jackson was pretty beat up, and he just wasn't Lamar Jackson this year. You expect him to return to form. He's not that old or anything, you know. So, but yeah, I agree with you. Like a defensive mind. Because that was the problem. Where did Todd Monken go? The offensive coordinator. He
is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
That's right. He was either going to follow John Harbaugh to the Giants or going to take the job in
Cleveland.
That's the guy of all the people. Fuck McDaniel. Fuck Dayball. I wanted Todd Monken as my OC. But
okay, and I got a couple things for you here. What? So I saw this clip of Todd Monken walking into the Cleveland facility, and he runs into Shedeur Sanders, and he says, "Hey, I tried to draft you. We tried to draft you in the 4th round last year," because you heard that story, right? Where They tried to draft him, but he didn't want to be Lamar's backup in Baltimore. So then he waited a whole nother round to go to Cleveland. So it's just kind of like a weird full circle kind of deal. And then how do you feel about Shedeur Sanders being a Pro Bowler? Did you hear that?
No.
Yes.
No.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that? He started what, 5 games?
Can we take the freaking Pro Bowl out of fans' hands, please?
So Tom Brady, or excuse me, Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but yeah, Shedeur Sanders, he's a Pro Bowler.
I fucking hate the Pro Bowl. It's such a popularity contest. And I'll tell you this, like for example, Jalen Carter made the Pro Bowl. Not this year. Not this year. No. I agree with Quignon and Cooper making the Pro Bowl. Even all pros. I was freaking psyched about that. But Jalen Carter, this was not the year. And it was sure as hell was not the year for Cam Jurgens, our center. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's just big names, you know, household names. Of
Once
the people
you get in there
go.
once, it's like, got it. You know, it's stupid.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for the guys that are like really talented that just don't have the, you know, the name.
We got a couple comments that were just like Shedeur Sanders haters. I'm just like... I mean, I want the kid to be humble and learn some humility. If I start seeing signs of that, I'll back the kid. But like, good Lord, dude, like let
your game talk for you.
Yes.
You know? So yeah. Anyways, that's kind of interesting. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of other coaching hires. You know, it was really crazy. The AFC North. Basically, 3 of the 4 teams got a new head coach this year. That's wild.
Who's the Tennessee Titans?
They got Saleh and Dayball.
Saleh, yeah. He's gonna do good.
Yeah.
I like Saleh. Like the thing that he had to work with the 49ers. Good Lord.
I know, seriously. Poor guy. You know, part of me though feels like I was surprised that he took that job because I thought like with all of the bad experience he had in New York with the Jets and that was kind of a decent roster to be honest with you, like defensively at least.
Some people aren't good head coaches; they're good coordinators.
Yeah,
but it's like Vic Fangio. He was not a good head coach.
Titans roster it's garbage. Like outside of you just a few guys, maybe Cam Ward, and on defense you got Isaiah Simmons and L'Jarius Sneed, but like outside of those 3 dudes, it's kind of like who do you know plays for the Tennessee Titans? Like nobody. So that's going to be tough. But I mean, I'm happy for him. I hope it's a good thing. The other interesting thing, and this is going to be something we're going to have to watch in the off season, is I guess there's a lot of things, but what's going to happen with Max Crosby? Does he leave Vegas? Like he's one of the bigger names he's probably going to be out there because he's at odds right now with Las Vegas. And the way that season ended.
Come to Philly. You said some really good things about Philadelphia.
He was a healthy scratch at the end of that season. So you kind of wonder if they're going to move him. That would be crazy. I don't know where he'd go, but I mean, I just hope he doesn't go to Chicago. Oh, he could go there. They have the capital, man. They have the capital.
Yeah.
It's scary. And they have the cap space too.
Another, I would hate for him to go to like you guys. Good Lord. Could you imagine?
I don't think after Micah.
No, I don't think so. But I'm just like, good Lord. Quarterbacks will just have to carry extra good health insurance.
Maybe the Cowboys get him. Who knows?
No. Another thing, speaking of people moving, what do you think happens with AJ Brown?
Ooh, he's done. I think he's done in Philly. He's done. He's going to go somewhere.
What do you think the Eagles get for him?
How old is he? He's pretty young, isn't he? He's like late 20s, maybe.
I want to say like 28 or something like that. I'm probably wrong, but I want I don't care if it's a 32nd overall pick. I want a first round pick. People are saying you're not going to get a first round pick. I'm like, it better be an early second.
He'll get a second or a third.
It better be an early second. If it's a third, I'll be like, sorry, AJ, you're staying here.
Depends on the market, but then he doesn't. He may just sit. I don't know. Then
he sits, but I think that ruins your own image. And I think he has love for his teammates. I don't think he would sit. Like I think he has genuine love for like Devontae Smith, and I think him and Jalen Hurts are on good terms again. I don't think he would sit. I think you have more value even with the disgruntled AJ Brown than a 3rd round pick.
I think he goes to a contender too. Like I could see maybe like Buffalo going after him or Kansas City.
If it's like 37 or less, I'll take it. Like it's got to be at least an early 2nd round pick. Otherwise, what are we doing?
He's a stud. But and also too, I mean, you got to think like, I mean, late 20s that's getting late for a receiver. Maybe 3 more years and that's it, you know?
And I know people are like, oh, without AJ Brown, you guys are done. I'm like, we do use those resources for other people. That doesn't mean you're going to get an AJ Brown, but like you get money. Now you're not paying him. Now, I mean, you're going to pay a little bit of a draft cut or
think about how little you used him this year.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
It's like,
it's not that big of a loss, I don't think.
But like, you know, what you get in the draft, if it's a draft pick, if you get a player back, or if it's just his money, now we're going to take a dead cap hit, sure, but we're not going to be paying his full salary. So maybe you use that to sign a free agent. Like, it turns into other things, sure. But I mean, yeah, it would suck. What I was thinking was like, depending on who the offensive coordinator is, if you could sell him. Because it's not that he hates the people in Philly or anything like that. He just hates the freaking offense.
Yep.
And it's like, if you could get him, the new offensive coordinator, Jalen Hurts, the head coach, Howie Roseman, the owner, all in a room and just, you know, see if you can salvage it. But
for sure.
My gut says it's not 100%, but my gut says he's probably traded.
The way it looked in that last playoff game, you know,
if he goes to the Packers, I'll be furious.
The 49ers, yeah. I don't think we have the space, but I mean, finally we'd have a 1. Like, goodness gracious. Just some fun bets here with the Super Bowl.
Jason's at 94.5 yards.
Yeah, over and under, would you?
Under.
Really? Me too.
I think the Patriots got a really good second.
They're going to put Christian Gonzalez on him. They're going to one him up. Gatorade color. I think the favorite is green and yellow. Second's orange. 3 is blue.
Do they call it green yellow or is it green yellow?
It's green/yellow. That's
what I would pick.
Me too.
Yeah. That seems to be like, it was even that for when the Eagles won and everything else.
That's just the classic color.
Yeah.
Darnold pass yards 230 over and under.
Ooh,
that's a tough
one. That is right on the money, I feel like.
I think I go over.
You go over?
Dude is like,
he's been very good. Like, I'm apologize for all the Sam, because I know like you really like the Seahawks early on, and I'm like, yeah, but do you really trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs? Like, I apologize. Like, don't get me wrong, the defense and the running game are still good. I just don't think he's being carried by them. Like, he's done really, really good. Yeah. I'll go over too. Barely over.
I think he's going to go over that. I think that's a pretty low number for him, honestly.
Drake May, I go under.
Me too.
By the way, it's 222 yards.
You know, I think a good bet for the Super Bowl would be a Drake May strip sack fumble. I really do. Because you watch the way that he plays. If you watch Drake May in the pocket, he's kind of like a Justin Herbert a little bit. He's a big guy, statue. He can run, no doubt, but he lets the pressure get so close before he tries to escape. Like that last game with Denver, he did get strip sacked once, but he was like, you just saw him. There should have been like 3 or 4 because like the edge rushers in Denver they were flying off, and he was like, every time he was releasing the ball, their hands were like just right there. And when you think about like the Seattle defense and how good their pass rush is, like Leonard Williams and who's the dude they have that came from DeMarcus Lawrence, those guys, like they're going to get after him.
Really good.
And that tackle, the Patriots tackle, the rookie Will Campbell, he's suspect, man. Like I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to be good eventually, but he's struggling.
It's crazy. It's really nice to get some good young blood, because before, I mean, when you think about this, now Russell Wilson's still in the league, but he's not a starter. But like if you think about who are the active NFL quarterbacks that have won a Super Bowl in the league, there's 3. Matthew Stafford, Mahomes, and Hurts. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's it.
I didn't think about that.
So like Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl, but he's you know, actually, is he going to retire this year? Is it done?
I hope so.
I don't know, but if he retires, then okay,
that's just for us.
Like three quarterbacks have hogged like the last
wild.
You know, so it's nice to actually get like someone new is going to win one, and it's going to be pretty cool.
I guess there's Flacco. Well, I guess he's not a starter, but
that's true. That's
Joe
true.
Flacco.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Joe
true.
Flacco, did not forget about you, buddy. Like and subscribe.
Could you imagine? What's something else I was going to say? Dude, the playoffs were amazing. I think there was 3 games. The 49ers ass whooping that they received from the Seahawks. I think the Patriots beating up on the Chargers, and the Texans beating up on the Texans whooped up somebody. I forget.
Gosh, who was
Steelers?
That? Yes. Yeah, they did.
Other than those 3 games, all the other games were like so freaking close.
I think I almost felt like after that Texans game, I don't know about now, but I was like, Aaron Rodgers has to retire. That dude got trashed. They got after him. That poor guy.
He's either really good or really bad.
There's
hardly any in between with him. It's just like either has a really good game and he's smiling and you're like, oh fuck, or he's just
He's just mad and he's yelling at everybody.
Past his prime, rolling his eyes. It's not face. Like, you've been in the NFL how long? You know the NFL cameras are on you after every freaking incompletion. And you're going to go like it's... You don't think that other players see that eventually on TV? Like,
that's their leader, you know?
Yes,
like,
and that's your, like... I don't know, like that's your livelihood, and you got your leader going like, oh, basically have this, caption saying, God, this guy's freaking, like, I don't know, drives me crazy.
How about Super Bowl MVP? Who you got? Who do you think who's your favorite, and then who's your dark horse?
Okay, you got to go first because I got to think about this. I think you already have it.
I think if you were gonna pick one guy that's my favorite, it's Darnold. I just think the way he's been playing, Drake May's been really shaky throughout this playoff stretch. Like, you look at the way that they played the Chargers. The way that they played Denver.
I think I got mine.
And who's the third team they beat? It's slipping my mind right now. It was LA, Denver, and who was the other team they beat? Oh, Texans. Duh. Mm-hmm. Those three teams. Okay, and I get two of them were in the snow. So it's hard to have like really explosive offense with both those games, in New England, really, or one in New England, one in Denver, both snow games. I get that. But the one in LA, you just watch the way that Drake May's throwing the football right now, and it's inaccurate and it's not coming out on time. He doesn't look confident in the pocket. I would stay away from Drake May as a bet. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why, I'm just going to say right now, I like Seattle to win this game. But
spoiler alert.
I think I'd pick Darnold. Darnold's balling. Like, he just went toe to toe with Matthew Stafford. And I'm not going to say outdueled him because Stafford played his ass off in that last game. It was just a great quarterback game. You can't blame Stafford at all for losing that game. That's not what lost the game. If anything, you should blame LA's defense, like to allow Seattle to go up and down the field on them all game. But anyways, I think if I was going to pick a dark horse, though, I'm going to say defender on the Seahawks, Leonard Williams, the edge rusher. If the tackles on the Patriots struggle, they're going to have a field day. They're going to eat Drake May alive. It could be a 3-4 sack game for him. So,
all right,
that'd be a dark horse.
First off, I'll say I think this is the first year since, I don't know when, maybe you'll know, that we finally don't have a Super Bowl MVP, or a quarterback Super Bowl MVP. I think that's because I see both defenses really good. I don't think either quarterback's going to get the MVP.
Maybe Cooper Kupp, was he the last one?
It might be. That was way back in damn. I think it might have been
the Bengals.
What if he's playing in this game, by the way?
Yeah.
All right. My prediction for the Super Bowl MVP would be, I forget the damn name. What's the running back for Seattle?
Oh, Walker. KW9.
I don't think the passing game for either team is going to be significant.
Really?
I really like the Seahawks defense, man. I love their pass rush and just their defense in general.
It's awesome.
And I like the Patriots secondary with Christian Gonzalez, stuff like that. So there'll be plays made. They're both capable quarterbacks, capable receivers, capable offenses. But I just feel like the passing games will be somewhat limited. And I think Kenneth Walker will get loose and win the MVP. My dark horse, I'm going to be fair and go on the other side so you don't know who I'm picking. It will be, I think, Stephon Diggs.
Ooh.
I think he'll make some plays.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know that just contradicted everything I said, but I do think he just has a way of making like these weird, crazy timing plays.
You know what's so weird too is
I think he'll make more. His volume won't be crazy, but I think he'll make the memorable catches.
He's one of these guys too. Like, I don't know if you remember earlier in this season. So the first time the Patriots played the Bills, he torched the Bills.
Yep.
I think he went for 140 some yards, couple touchdowns. But he's such a he either shows up or he doesn't.
Yeah.
And so I think in the biggest game of his life, he's never played in a Super Bowl. He's gonna show up.
And I think it was like a crazy sideline catch he made the last playoff game or something.
He's super talented. He's just he's not quite as explosive as he used to be.
But you also got to get him in the game. I would catch early something, get him going. Yeah. Because once he's going, he's feeling it, he's dangerous.
Yes. Yeah. And he's such an emotional player. He plays, the heart on his sleeve. That's just how he rolls. So who do you like in this game?
I like Seattle.
Yeah,
I like Seattle.
How about 4.5? What you taking Patriots to cover, or are you taking Seattle to win and cover?
Seattle to win and cover.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I've been back and forth on
the
this.
Patriots offensively have not gotten they honestly should have lost the Texans.
They should have lost to the Broncos too, man.
That's true.
Like,
That's true. Like the Broncos just, dude, if you just kick the ball, kick the field goal early.
Yes.
Just kick the field goal.
If Bo Nix is in that game too, it's a different offense.
Yeah.
You know?
And I get the fact of like, we're down here, it's 1 freaking yard, then hey, why are you passing it? But it's 1 freaking yard. Like we're all the way down here. Like we have a chance to get a touchdown on this drive. Let's do it. Like I can understand it, but man, that really came back to bite you.
And I think too, if you just think about like, okay, so the Patriots this year, they had, according to the strength of schedule, they had the easiest schedule for a football team since 1966. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but you go through the Chargers, who are missing both of their starting tackles, good defense, but just struggling on the O-line. They destroy them. They destroy their O-line with their pass rush. Then you face Houston with CJ Stroud, who like,
speaking of which, he fucking self-destructed, bro. And who's his quarterback coach that left?
I don't know, but
there was somebody in the Eagles that there was talking Eagles circles that he might be the offense coordinator. I'm like, God, no.
just a disaster. He can't even hold on to the ball. It's like he's just like
that moment was
here,
what happened to him?
I don't know. He still hasn't had a season as good as his rookie season. Every year he has taken a step back, taken a step back, taken a step back.
And so like, I didn't watch the game live, at least not until like the very, very end of it, the Texans and Patriots game. But I just saw like interception. And it was still a close game. So I decided to go back on my NFL app, NFL.com app, and I'm looking at the Patriots drives. And the Patriots drives is like -1, 5, 3, -2. Like the Texans defense was doing everything possible to keep you in that game.
You know, I almost feel like if the Texans would have just kneeled the ball every time and punted it back, they may have won. They might have beat the Patriots.
So anyway, I thought of that to say this, like the Patriots offense has not been impressing me at all. I know they've been going against the Texans and the Broncos, 2 good defenses. So I get it. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a close game.
And the other part,
it's not going to be 40-6 at one point like it was last year but it's not going to be a close game.
And I think if you think about Seattle, like the fact that they came out of the NFC West, like, probably the most competitive
for sure
division in football right now.
The 2 best teams in the
outside
NFC
of Cardinals,
were in that.
Can you have 3 of those 4 teams went to the playoffs this year, including one that goes to the NFC Championship with you? That's a division rival, and you beat them in a dogfight. And then you're going to go to the Super Bowl, and guess what? Your team is peaking at the right time, and like you know how to win a really tough football game.
Dude, if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, especially if you win this game, you are so happy to knock out not one but both division rivals and win the Super Bowl. That's going to be like oh my god.
Also to have a season like
I couldn't imagine to beat the Commanders and beat Dallas and then go in. That would be like
and to come out of nowhere too. Like who had Seattle going to the Super Bowl on their bingo card? Nobody.
I'm glad because Sam Darnold gets trashed on. I was, kind of doing it earlier in the year. And, he did really good with the freaking Minnesota Vikings last year. And, to come here, like I kind of hope he wins it. And Drake May, he's going to have many more cracks at this thing.
Yeah,
so
it's a good roster. It's a young roster. It's a talented roster in New England. I think they're going to give Buffalo hell for the next several years. So,
got anything else?
Super Bowl over and under 45.5.
45.5. So I always try to like split it down the middle. So do I think it's going to be like 25, 21? I think it's going to go over.
Yeah, I think me too. I think that's kind of low. I mean, even though I think like both these defenses are pretty good, I just think, Super Bowl is one of those games where it's like there's no reason to hold back. You're just going to take your shot. Like it's all or nothing.
All or nothing. You're going to see flea flickers and this and that and everything else. Hell yeah. I can see it being something like 31-20 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
What's your score? Oof. I'm going to go 31-20. I said I just might as well stick with it.
I was telling my wife, what was it? I think of course I had Seattle winning. I think it was 28-20 or something like that.
28-20.
So I like Seattle to win and cover.
That's pretty close. 28-20, 31-20.
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that. So
got anything else? When's going to be our next pod?
I don't know, man. Maybe we could do like a way ahead of time like prediction for
draft and stuff.
Yeah, we could do a draft preview. Maybe we could try to predict the first round of the draft. Maybe we could even, it'd be fun. We could do like a free agency, like the day before free agency opens. We could predict who goes where.
Free agency and the draft, man. That's the fun stuff.
It is fun.
And then after the draft, it's that painful wait until we're so excited for the preseason. So excited. And then after that first game, it's like, okay, God, no more of that.
I know. It's funny because I always watch it every year.
Yes, I'm so excited. And
so
I'm
hungry.
like, oh, okay. All right.
And it's like, I got to watch Trey Lance.
All right, man. You got anything else?
I think that's out.
Give us your ideas in the comments. Let us know what you guys like to see going forward. And for Dane and I'm Justin, Tailgate Talkers. End of season 1. Later.